Welcome or welcome back. This is So Ancient the Saint.
He died for us.
Today I want to get into the death and resurrection of Jesus of Nazareth. In Christian theology, the concept of the underworld encompasses various ideas about the afterlife, including Hades, Sheol, Gehenna, and Tartarus. These terms reflect different aspects of the intermediate state between death and the final judgment. Tartarus is a term borrowed from Greek mythology referring to a deep, gloomy part of the underworld where the wicked are punished. Gehenna is derived from the Valley of Hinnom, a place outside Jerusalem associated with the burning of refuse and metaphorically with final judgment and punishment. Hades is often used in the New Testament as the Greek equivalent of the Hebrew Sheol. It's considered the place where the souls of the dead reside. Let me oversimplify this for you. Hades is the equivalent of the Hebrew Sheol. It's the realm of the dead. Tartarus, we'll call it the pit. That's where they throw in the evil and wicked spirits to await final judgment. In Gehenna, well, it's the lake of fire, baby. Here's the link between the book of Enoch and the New Testament. This is 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 4. For if God spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, Tartarus, and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment, and spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly. He cast those angels that sinned into Tartarus. He cast them to hell. Those were the sons of God in Genesis 6. The use of scripture in 1 Enoch 6 through 11. According to the Shemyaza narrative, pain and sorrow are to be ascribed to the angels who rebelled against the Most High and their offspring. The archangels saw their devastating work and reported it to the Most High, who decided to punish them. A new era of bliss is promised. Although this narrative is characterized by extensive use of myth, it is primarily based on Genesis 6 through 9. The Genesis narrative, however, only serves as a starting point, in the description of the different events in the Shemyaza story goes far beyond this Old Testament passage. To highlight this difference, attention is to be paid to the Yahweh's description of the fall of the sons of God in the flood story, and then compared with the Shemyaza narrative. Jesus went and proclaimed, he preached to the spirits that were imprisoned. Matthew 27, verse 50. And Jesus cried out again with a loud voice and yielded up his spirit. He gave up the ghost. And behold, the curtain of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom. The earth shook, and the rocks were split. The tombs were also opened, and many bodies of the saints who had fallen asleep were raised. And coming out of the tombs after his resurrection, they went into the holy city and appeared to many. When the centurion and those who were with him, keeping watch over Jesus, saw the earthquake and what took place, and they were filled with awe and said, truly, this was the Son of God. The dead rose from their tombs, signifying that Jesus conquered death. And again, this is So Ancient. Thank you for your time.